What if the Melbourne Storm, stung by a brutal off-season of injuries and departures, quietly swooped on a powerhouse prop from South Sydney, a move that could ignite their pack and shock the competition just as grand final scars are still healing? Drop that subscribe on all sports updates now. We are unleashing the roll bombshells that hit hardest in the unforgiving world of roll front row battles, where meters are earned through sheer brutality and every carry tests the limits of human endurance. Davvy Moale has emerged as a force of nature. The Cook Islands international burst onto the scene with South Sydney in 2021, a raw talent forged in the junior ranks, quickly becoming a staple in their rotation with his explosive leg drive and relentless work rate. Over 17 games, Moale carved out a reputation for bending lines, offloading under pressure, and delivering bone-rattling tackles that leave opponents reeling. But 2025 brought turbulence, injuries plagued the Rabbitohs, cap pressures mounted, and whispers of discontent grew amid a season that promised much but delivered frustration. Moale, contracted long-term but seeking consistent minutes, found himself at a crossroads. Enter the Melbourne Storm, masters of roster reinvention under Craig Bellamy, who eyed the 25-year-old as the missing piece in a pack decimated by Eli Katoa's horrific brain injury sidelining him for all of 2026, Nelson Asifes-Solomono's release, and the need for immediate impact. In a stunning late December coup, Souths granted an immediate release, allowing Moale to ink a one-year deal with the Storm for 2026 before honoring just a signing commitment to Manly from 2027, adding 110 kg of pure power to a forward group already bolstered by Jack Hetherington and Stefano Okopameno. Moale's arrival injects youth and aggression, perfectly citing Bellamy's system that transforms good players into great ones. The surprise lies in the timing, a loan-like arrangement that frees South's cap space while giving Melbourne a weapon to chase redemption after back-to-back grand final heartbreaks. This move as ripples across the league. Moale joins in January, shorten, ready to battle for starting spots and alongside Josh King from Rabbitohs loyalist to purple-clad destroyer, promising fireworks in a pack hungry for dominance. Lock in with all sports updates, your front lane for no power plays and epic reveals. Across town in Redcliffe, where the Dolphins continue their relentless climb from expansion newcomers to genuine contenders, Connelly Lemuelu has delivered a statement of loyalty that silences any doubt about his future. The Samoan international, a foundation member since the club's 2023 inception, exploded in 2025 with a career-high 9 trees from just 20 games, averaging 93 metres per outing while terrorizing edges with his blend of power, speed, and finesse. Lemuelu's journey began humbly, debuting for North Queensland in 2020, grinding through 24 games before the Dolphins' call offered a fresh start. Shifting permanently to second row unlocked his potential. That historic try in the inaugural win over the Roosters, consistent double-digit tackle breaks, and a growing reputation as one of the world's most damaging backrowers. But with the Perth Bears' expansion looming and sniffing around talent, whispers emerged of a possible move northward. Lemuelu, ever the quiet achiever, shut that down decisively in mid-December, adding an extra year to lock in until the end of 2027. This extension isn't mere paperwork. It's a cornerstone for Christian Wolff's vision, pairing Lemuelu with returning stars like Tim Gilbert, Thomas Flegler, and Daniel Sifity, plus new additions Morgan, Knowles, and Selwyn Cabo. At 27, Lemuelu's prime years aligned perfectly with the Dolphins' push for finals consistency, his off-season surgeries behind him and a full preseason ahead. The surprise element fending off Bears' interest while offsetting losses like Oren Keeley to the Storm. Lemuelu's recommitment boosts morale and signals stability. His strike ability, line breaks, offloads, try-scoring instinct complements a pack built for attrition, turning close games into victories. Fans at KO Stadium dream bigger now, with Lemuelu as the heartbeat of an edge attack that could propel the Finns deep into September. This narrative of homegrown heroism captivates. From debutant to indispensable, Lemuelu's pen on that contract echoes as a declaration the Dolphins aren't just building, they were ready to strike. As the 2026 NRL season barrels into view, with early blockbusters setting the tone for ladder wars, these twin moves from Melbourne and the Dolphins reshape the competition's power balance in unexpected ways. For the Storm, Davvy Moale's arrival couldn't be timelier, a one-year powerhouse injection amid roster regeneration, granting special cap relief for Katoa's absence, while Hetherington adds grit. Moale, with his 70-game pedigree and offload wizardry, slots seamlessly into Bellamy's machine, potentially forming a devastating middle rotation that wears down defenses over 80 minutes. South's release, though bittersweet, clears space for youth promotion after an injury-ravaged 2025. The intrigue builds. Will Moale thrive in purple, elevating his game before the Manly switch, or become another Bellamy success story retained longer? Meanwhile, Connelly Lemuelu's extension to 2027 fortifies the Dolphins' core, a direct counter to expansion poaching and a vote of confidence in Wolf's project. His 61 games in red and white, punctuated by that 9-tray haul, make him untouchable, a versatile edge weapon who defends fiercely and attacks with venom. Pairing him with Cubbo's flair and Plath's utility creates mismatch nightmares, especially as Gilbert and Flegler return hungry. The surprise crossover. These deals interconnect subtly, Keely's departure to Melbourne perhaps easing Lemuelu's path to security. Early fixtures pit Storm against heavyweights, testing Moale's impact immediately, while Dolphins odd statement wins to build Storm solidify as contenders. Dolphins climb the futures market. This off-season chapter twists with ambition, one club raiding for short-term fire, the other retaining for long-term glory, promising a season where packs collide harder and edges burn brighter. Never miss the Null Fire. Subscribe to all sports updates and fuel the obsession. In the shadows of these December announcements lies a deeper saga of NRL evolution, where player movement isn't chess but chess, and loyalty battles ambition in a league forever changing. Davvy Moale's detour to Melbourne, a bridge year of purple before Manly's beaches, embodies the modern journeyman, chasing minutes and mastery under Bellamy's gaze, potentially unlocking levels Souths couldn't amid their rebuild. His power surges and tackle busts could redefine Storm's go forward, turning grand final near misses into triumphs.